Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to today's Yin Yoga practice, which is focused on your spinal health. And we all know how important our spine is for our body. So we are going to make all possible movements for our spine in asanas that are going to go held for a longer period of time. If you have been practicing Yin Yoga with me, please head over to the session directly. If you have not practiced Yin Yoga before, then we follow 3 principles in Yin Yoga. Number 1, we find our edge in Yin Yoga, which means when we get into our asana, we find a point which is not uncomfortable, at the same time not too comfortable for us. So finding that edge, that balance point wherein you are going to say that I am going to follow the principle number 2, which is I'm going to remain still in this asana for the time that I have decided. And number 3 principle is that we are going to hold for the time that we have decided. So of course you don't force yourself to follow these principles. These principles are just for you to take a guideline for the session. However, at any point if you feel that this is just not bearable anymore, make sure that you listen to your body, you come out of your asana. And the most beautiful part of Yin Yoga is it is not about pushing yourself. It is definitely not about that. It is about being with yourself, accepting yourself where you are and meeting yourself where you are, right? So let's explore this practice together and work on our spinal health. Before you begin, in Yin Yoga we use a lot of props, so grab some cushions, bolster. I also have blocks today. We may need the help of the blocks or the cushions. So don't worry if you don't have all of this, because we can do this practice without the props as well. We'll begin a session with breath awareness, and we can do that in the first asana itself. So the first asana that we are going to practice is squat pose, also known as malasana. So for that you can bring your knees together. Place your palms behind your hips, open your feet. Your feet are parallel to each other preferably, and then we'll see if we have to change this position. Lift your hips up. Now over here, if it is difficult for you to sit like this and it's getting challenging, that's when we are going to use the block. So we are going to give height to our heels and place the heels over the block. If you want, you can use 2 blocks. Alternatively, you can place your heels over the cushion, or you can roll your mat to place your heels. Yes, so you can choose any of this variation that you want to choose for your practice. Now the placement of your foot can be parallel to each other, but in that case we have to make sure that our knees are also pointing towards the same direction as a foot. So choose your variation, just making sure whatever you're doing, if you want, you can also keep your feet little diagonal, but again your knees should be pointing in the same direction as your feet. And then you can join your palms together, send your knees away. And once you start sending your knees away, then you may feel that you may want to increase this distance a bit. Then you lift your heel and then change the position of your heels and toes and hold. And open your knees as wide as it is possible for you, while also lifting your spine. So you can see my knees are pointing in the same direction as my feet. And if I keep them parallel, again my knees are same. And then we hold like this. So again, find a comfortable position, find your edge wherever you feel the most comfortable, and then we are going to stay here still, also focusing on the breath. So we are simply watching the natural rhythm of our breath. Your palms are pressing against each other, especially the bottom part of your palm. And you can also feel whatever sensation that you're feeling. Notice how your hips are reacting to this. What is your back feeling? What is your lower back feeling? if you find a new edge and if you feel that you want to open your knees a bit more, you can do that by taking your palms down, widening your elbows. And what we are going to do, we are going to move into the dangling position from here. So you place your palms on the mat in front of you. Lift your hips and start lifting your hips. Straightening your knees while taking the crown of your head down. Straighten your knees as much as you can, and then you can shift your foot parallel to each other, bringing your foot maybe a bit more closer and allow the crown of your head to point down towards the floor. You can cross your arms, relax your shoulders. So I'm keeping my knees pretty bent as I don't feel pretty good in my hamstrings today. But you can straighten your knees as much as your body allows you. Allow the gravity to work on the crown of your head. Feel and breathe all the way through your spine to your tailbone. And out through your nostrils. And from here again, place your palms down on the mat. Increase the distance between your feet. Start bringing your hips back down. Moving back in your malasana. Join your palms to the heart center. Continue to watch your breath. And as you exhale, open your eyes, place your palms behind your hips, bring your hips back down, cross your legs to chant our Vanamti Shantis. Join your palms to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And with an exhale, open your eyes. Moving to our next asana. So that was just the beginning of a session. You can open both of your legs apart, keeping your hands behind your hips. Now over here we have to pay attention to certain things. So if you feel your hips are rolling back completely, then you are going to sit over the edge of the cushion, and that will give you some tilt in your pelvic, a forward tilt, or you can use the block as well. So just choose whatever works for you right now. Open your legs only as much as it is comfortable for you. You don't have to really push yourself because we are going to hold here for a bit longer. So just find your edge. So over here, first we will twist to the right and we are going to fold over our right, okay? And you can go as down as it is possible for you. Again, you can use some cushions or say bolster with you to place it over your thigh, maybe like this, and then maybe just fold on the side, or you can simply rest your chest over the bolster or as many cushions that you want, and then fold on the side like this. So choose your variation. You can also do it without any of the props. We are just moving our spine in all the directions that's possible. You may want to go further down if you find a new edge. So depending on what your body allows at this moment. And breathe. Watching all the sensation. If you feel it is getting too tight on your knees, you may want to roll a towel or a napkin to place under your knees. You can also bend your knees slightly if you want. So this gives you a slight twist as well, apart from the side movement for your spine. Allow your head to be free. Let it fall down. If your spine is rounding, that's okay. Relax. If you're holding any tension, just let it go. We are allowing the gravity to work on our chest. You may find a new edge. Once you find a new edge, you may feel the urge to walk your palms a bit more forward to allow that deepening to happen. Keeping your shoulders relaxed. When you pay close attention, you may feel that how, with a fraction of inch, how your body is just going down. There's this subtle movement, very, very subtle movement that you feel. And press your palms back. Walk your palms towards the center. Come back in the center and let us change the side. Twist a little bit on the side and start walking your palms forward. Or if you're using any other props, use it as I have explained to you on the other side. So whatever you're doing on one side, do the same thing on the other. If you feel like placing your forearms down, if you are really down, you can do that. It's just depending on what edge you have found for yourself. You can also catch hold of your foot, interlace your fingers. So these are different positions, these are different things that we find when we are practicing our asana. And then we explore where is that we feel the best, and then we just stick to that and spend some time there. Then maybe when you find a new edge, you may want to change the hand position to take it further deeper, and allow yourself to do that. But there's no active push that we are giving to our body right now. We are allowing everything to happen. So we are not the doer in this practice. We are only taking our action, and after that we are surrendering for the natural process to work on our body. All our job is to just let go, release, and trust. I find this side for me is better than the other side. So that can also happen. You may find that one side is more flexible than the other. And again, press your palms down. Walk your palms back to the center. Now we are going to spend another 2 minutes in the center itself. Again, you have option to place your palms behind your hips, lift your chest, stay here. Or you can place your palms in front of you, walk your palms forward as far as your body allows. You may want to rest your forearms down if your body allows, or you may want to use cushion, bolster in front of you, rest your forearms down, you rest your chest down. Find what feels best for you. Sometimes I really love resting my chest over the bolster, so you can do that as well. Breathing from your nostrils in and out, watching everything. Stay connected with your body and breath. Palms back on the mat. Press your palms away as you lift your chest up. So coming out of this asana safely is important, of any asana for that matter, because we are holding for very, very long. And then you can start walking your palms back. Bring your palms back to the center. Remove the bolster if you have bolster or any prop in front of you. Once you come in the center, place your palms behind your hips, and then you can start sliding your legs back. Loosen up your legs, bringing your heels little closer to your sit bones, bending your knees. We are going to do a windshield wiper movement to counter the pose that we have just done. So you can drop both of your knees on the side. I'll have to remove this bolster. And feel this. Coming back to the center, moving to the other side. If your knees are not reaching the floor, that's fine. Wherever you are is okay. Back to the center one more time. And back to the center. Change the side. moving back to the center. From here we are going to lie down on our back, on our belly. So you can cross your legs. You can again use the cushion. We may need the help of the cushion or the bolster in this one, in the Sphinx pose. So we are going to extend our spine. Okay, so we did some side movement, the lateral movement, the front movement, and now we are going to extend the spine. So over here we are going to stay on our forearms, but you can either stay in this position itself, but for some of you, you may feel that you need a cushion under your pelvis, and you can use that if that feels more comfortable, and just hold here. Alternatively, you may want to use a bolster under your chest to take that lift if you want your arms to be a little more relaxed. So just near your diaphragm, you place this bolster and then place your arms outside it. So this will also give you a nice lift, nice extension to your spine. So it depends on how much strain that your lower back can take. Accordingly, you decide which position that you want to take in, whether you want to use your props or you want to do it without the props. And then let us hold here for about 2 minutes. You can allow to bring your chin to your chest, extending the back side of your neck. You can work a bit on your neck as well. You can take that up or down while you're holding. Not too many times, just few times, and then rest your chest, rest your neck wherever it feels more comfortable for you. You may also want to interlace your fingers, that's also fine. So once you find your edge, then just stay there and making sure your body weight is equally distributed. If we are falling on one side, then more than benefits, we'll end up hurting our body, injuring our body. So be mindful of where you are, what is your body weight distribution, and then accordingly you practice. So if you do your practice mindfully, there's no way that you will hurt yourself or you will get any injury. So mindfulness in your practice is very, very important, because that's what tells you what is not feeling right. You can notice all the sensations. You may have some pain in your upper arms, your shoulders. Notice that as well. Breathe all the way through that feeling, through that sensation, and connect. It can be a bit challenging as you hold longer. And you can just maybe watch yourself, how you're handling the whole challenge itself. What is your mind telling you? What do you decide to do? Sometimes we may want to just, give up, and that's fine. If your body is asking you to release the pose, relax, feel free to do that. Sometimes you may want to sustain that challenge, watch yourself handling that challenge. And in each situation, it teaches us something about ourselves. You can press your palms and then slowly bring yourself back down. You can use your right upper arm to place the side of your head, and then place your right palm right next to your chest. Bend your right knee to bring it as close to your chest as possible, and just relax. If you want, you can place your right palm behind you, and just enjoying this position. If you want, you can place a cushion under your knee, whatever feels right to you right now. Just relax. Let us move to another extension of a spine. So place your right palm next to you, lift yourself up. Again, place your forearms on the mat, spreading your fingers widespread. So maybe the middle finger is pointing towards the corner of the mat. And as you inhale, lift your elbows up the floor, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Now, in this one, I always like to use uh, a soft pillow or folded towel under my pelvis, because after some time it starts hurting a bit. So you're going to hold here. The back of your foot simply resting. Allow your body weight to surrender. So we are kind of locking our palms with the mat, with the floor, so that we don't slide forward, and it gives a nice lifting to our chest. And breathe, body weight in the center. Notice, focus. Again, if you want, you make that movement in your neck. In between, you can drop your neck. That feels more comfortable. Witnessing everything, witnessing our practice. This is a great way to start witnessing, start the watchfulness, learning disassociating ourselves from our pain and watching it objectively. It also teaches us to process the pain, the discomfort itself. And as you exhale, bring your forearms back down. This time we'll be resting, relaxing on the other side. Resting the side of your head on your right forearm. Roll yourself, bend your left knee and relax. Enjoying the rest after the work, after the hard work. Creating a perfect balance between effort and rest, effort and rest. Again, bring your palms closer to your chest, lift yourself up. One by one, tuck your toes, taking your hips back. And from here, we are going to lie down on our back. So the next one that we are going to practice is a bit challenging, known as halasana or snail pose in Yin Yoga. So you can lie down on your back. The variation for this pose, what we are going to do in case if you find yourself not being able to do that, then you can simply practice caterpillar. So you can just sit on maybe over the edge of the cushion and then walk your palms forward and allow your spine to round. But if you want to take some more challenge, want to go a little bit more eventful, then you can practice this one, halasana. So bend both of your knees, bring your knees closer to your chest, stretch your legs out, and then you lift your hips. And once you lift your hips, support them with your arms. So you can see my upper arms are right next to my rib cage, and then my palms are supporting my hips. Roll your hips so that your legs go back. Now over here, maybe for some of you it may not be possible to reach the foot down on the floor, and that's when you use a block or a bolster behind you. Place them so that you can rest. You can do this against a sofa or wall. It's not necessary that it goes down for everybody. So let's just explore this. Yes, so you can see my feet are resting on the block, and once my feet or my toes rest on the block, I feel confident, grounded, and then I can maybe release my arms, interlace my fingers, adjust my shoulders a bit, making sure that my neck is comfortable. If you feel that your neck is straining too much, I will not suggest this. Only if you feel comfortable. See, your shoulders have to have a good base on the mat so that your neck is released and relieved. Yeah, so just watch how you're feeling in this one, and accordingly we are going to hold here for about 2 minutes. And the perfect way to know if you're holding it right is your breath. If you feel your breath is getting obstructed somewhere in your neck itself, which means you may have to adjust, you may have to lift your hips a bit more. And obviously once you're there, then you just relax, leave, surrender. This works wonder on your spine though, if you are able to pull it through. You may find a new edge, you may want to release the blocks, then you can push them a bit more away and then rest your toes on the floor itself. Again, body weight in the center. Anything that you're doing with your spine, anyway, whatever we do, our spine is involved. So keeping the body weight in the center, even if your normal, regular jobs that you do, is very, very important. And then you can bring your knees to your forehead. Slowly roll yourself, support your hips with your palms again, making a nice gentle movement. Vertebrae by vertebrae, we are placing our spine back on the mat. Keep your knees bent, rest your foot on the floor and relax. This is a good counter for your halasana. Sometimes you may feel that you want to make the opposite movement, and that's when you can probably lift your hips and support your hips with your palms and just hold here. And release whenever you're ready. Now we'll do a side extension with banana pose. We have practiced banana pose before as well in many of our Yin Yoga practices. So your feet together, stretch your arms up, hold your right wrist with your left palm, and then place your feet to your right, and also shifting your upper body to your right. You can place your left ankle over the right one and take your head to the opposite arm, so you rest your face over your left upper arm, and hold So we are releasing the side body, of course. We are also giving the side release to your spine. Remember to surrender once you're in your asana. We are not holding anything actively. Watching if you're holding any tension, if you are releasing, release it. Allowing yourself to be. And as you exhale, release, come back to the center. Change the side, right palm holding your left wrist, moving to your left. Feeling that sense of calm flowing throughout your body. So you don't have to keep your arms stretched out throughout. You can just release the hold once you are there. Like this is a perfect recipe to keep your spine healthy. And even if you practice this once in a week, it's really good. I just cannot recommend Yin Yoga enough. I've personally had so many benefits for myself that I'm just a big fan of this yoga practice. And I have so much faith in this practice. And having faith in a practice, I think it works the most. When you have faith in what you're doing, it automatically starts to produce results in your favor. And of course, once you're done, come back to the center. We are going to move to a twist, your spine's favorite. So what we are going to do, you bend your left knee and we are going to drop the knee to our right side. You can stretch your arms up in a T shape, and again I'm placing a cushion because I don't want to lift my left shoulder. So you can take 2 cushions, 3 cushions, as many as you want. And if you feel your shoulder is still lifting, then maybe keep a folded blanket or a towel under your shoulders. You can drop your head to the opposite side. Use your right palm to catch hold of your thigh. That will give you a better twist. Or you can stretch your right arm up. Whatever, just find your position. And no matter how much you practice, each day feel very, very different. Like today, I knew since morning my body was feeling very stiff. That happens, for example, if you have not slept well, or if you had a long day the day before, your body may feel very, very different. And so though you may notice that some days you may need more props, some days you need just no prop. And going by the day, not fixing that this is where I am in my practice, so I'm not going to do this. Every day is different, every day the body is different, so every day you may have to address your practice differently. Like otherwise I never use 2 cushions, it's just not needed. But I know like today my body is just not that great, and that's why I'm using as many props as I want, and I'm enjoying the practice. Let us change the side. Extend your left leg, bend your right knee. Change the side of your props. Keep flowing your awareness throughout your spine. Breathe and watch your breath flowing from your nostril, flowing all the way down to your spine, to your tailbone, and back out from your nostrils. Exhale. Come back to the center. We are going to rest in Shavasana. So again, you can choose your variation. You can support your knees with a bolster. This will make your lower back touch the ground, which may make you feel in this particular practice. I think this would be better if you can do this. And allow yourself to relax. You may want to shake your legs, your arms. Loosening up, loosening your whole body. Take your awareness to your toes to relax your toes. Relax your feet, your ankles. Relax your shin, your calf, your knees, all parts of your thighs. Relax your hips, pelvis, your groin, your lower back, your abdomen. Relax sides of your rib cage. And move your awareness up to your upper back, your chest. Relax your torso. Relax your shoulders. Let this relaxation flow throughout your arms. Take your awareness to your neck. Relax your neck. And flow your awareness throughout your spine to make this relaxation flow through your spine. And sweep your awareness back to your face to relax your face. Your eyes are gently closed. Your cheeks are feeling gentle. Your lips are gently closed. Your forehead is relaxed. And your highest energy center, the crown of your head, is relaxed. You're sinking in this relaxation, being with yourself, just in the sense of I am, feeling your existence, staying in that bliss, in the silence which is there within you. Forgetting everything, just feeling yourself. You can continue in this relaxation or bring your awareness to your surroundings. Feel the space around you. Feel the touch of your body with the ground. Move your toes, fingers gently. Your head from one side to the other. You can bend your knees, release your cushion. Stretch your body and release. Bend your knees, roll over to your right. Make a pillow with your right hand. And whenever you feel ready, lift yourself back up. absorbing your practice, feeling your spine, focusing on your spine, and having faith that we have got all the benefits of our practice today that we have done for our spine. If you have enjoyed this practice with me, you can hit the like button. You can also subscribe to my channel, and let us seal our practice for today with one Om. You can join your palms to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for joining me in. I hope to see you soon again. Until then, bye bye.